Charles Marino, former Department of Homeland Security advisor and CEO of Sentinel Security Solutions. Charles, it's so good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Sure. Good seeing you, Natasha.
And we know that the Army Special Forces soldiers, Green Berets, are going into Mexico to train Mexico's Marine infantry on conventional and non-conventional types of combat. And in recent weeks, we've actually reported right here on NewsNation Prime that cartels are weaponizing drones, dropping bombs, in addition to planting makeshift bombs along the southern border of Mexico. Do you expect the Green Berets to be doing full-on combat training here like they are preparing for war? And what skills do the Mexican troops need to master here?
Well, I can tell you, Natasha, the threat level is certainly going up along the southwest border as the United States has worked to seal that off from illegal immigration. The numbers reflect that story, and using the military to not only provide additional deterrence, but also free up Customs and Border Protection to be more aggressive in doing their law enforcement job, is putting a cramp in the style of the cartels and their ability to make money. And so they're going to grow more frustrated. They're going to become more violent in their rhetoric, and the potential to increase the violence along the southwest border, including the use of technologies like drones. And we are prepared for that. As far as the special operations from the military using that cross-border collaboration with Mexico, it's great to see. We've designated the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, as many of your viewers know, and that brings more tools to the table. And I would not rule out special operations from the U.S. military being involved in those operations collaboratively with Mexico, or if Mexico decides not to participate in that unilaterally, I could see that happening by U.S. forces to take out the leadership of the cartels.
Yeah, one more question for you. What do you make of this new memo that warns of a potential shooting attack on American federal agents from the Mexican side of the border, that the shooter will, quote, attempt to make it appear as though the government of Mexico were involved? What exactly does that mean, and what do you expect that attack would look like?
Well, we know the cartels routinely undermine the government of Mexico through fear, intimidation. And what they're looking to do is expand that now through confusion and start carrying out violence, for example, to make it look like the Mexican military is carrying out shootings against U.S. forces. So they're going to do whatever they need to do to disrupt not only the political relationship between Mexico and the United States, but also the operational relationship. You know, collaboration between Mexico and the United States has not always been perfect. It's a very complex relationship. So to see both of these countries working now to go after the cartels and come up with a comprehensive strategy to do that is good. And the cartels will do whatever they can to do to disrupt that.
Charles Marino, always appreciate the expertise and time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.